32. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to break this apart. So what two numbers together equal 32?
2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20.
Okay, and what number times 20 equals 32?
2.
Try that. Go 20 times 2 and see if you get 32.
Oh, no, that's 40.
There you go. All right, so what do you need to do?
Trial and error.
Let's try a different number. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. Let me know when you have another one. So we're thinking that 16 times 2 equals 32. 6 times 2 is 12. 2 times 1 is 2. Perfect. I'm just checking. Okay, Izzy, I like it. So we have 16 over here and a 2 over here. Which number can we break down?
16.
Very good. What can I break 16 down into?
9 and 2.
So 9 times 2?
So lucky I did a 16.
Izzy, count by 2. Count by 2 9 times and see what you get, okay, to check.
2, 4, 6,
10.
14, 16, 18.
Okay, so are we not quite there yet?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so what number instead of 9 might we want to use?
10.
Izzy, count by 2s. Count by 2, sweetie, and then see how many it takes to get to 16. Okay, let's start with the first one. 2.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Okay, how many
18.
is that? Oh, freeze. We hit 16. How many is that?
8.
Good. So 2 times what equals 16?
8.
Good.
Times 2.
Excellent. Okay, which number do we want to break down? Which number can we break down?
8.
Very good. How am I going to break 2 down?
You're going to break 4 and 2. Into 4 and 2.
Okay, wonderful. Which number can I still break down?
4.
Good. How am I going to break down 4?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Awesome. All right,
You
Izzy.
want to go with the larger number because you know you can break that one down.
Good point. Yeah, the number that's not prime, right? So, Izzy, what are these numbers called? And I accidentally just said it. What are these numbers called that you can't break down into factors other than itself and 1?
Prime.
Very good. Look at you. All right, I'm going to circle these prime numbers, and I'd like you to do the same. And now, Izzy, using powers and exponents, just like we practiced yesterday, how do I write an expression with these prime numbers that will help take me back to 32?
Okay. You first count how many 2s you circled. then we do the exact, we multiply the exact number of how many 2's there are.
Okay, so we multiply 2 by what? Or so
2.
Okay, so we're multiplying 2 how many times?
5 times.
Okay, so 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So Izzy, how would I write this expression? Instead of writing it like this, how would I write it using powers and exponents? Hi, Eliana. We're having a little bit of overflow, but you can go ahead and watch this first problem to get an idea of what you're going to do to warm up. And then, Eliana, you are going to do a similar thing for your next problem. Okay. Sorry, Izzy, what was that?
What?
Eliana, so we're having a little bit of overflow. So I'm going to put the power of 5. Nice. Good work, girl. Because 2 is multiplied how many times? 5. Wonderful. Okay. All right. Actually, let's do this. Izzy, I'm going to bump you on to, trying to multitask too much. Izzy, how would you self-assess yourself with that problem?
Wait, what?
How would you say that you did with the problem that we just did with the factor trees and the powers and exponents? How would you rate yourself? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Do you feel like you're a 4? Like you've got this, you remember everything, you could teach this? A 3, you've got it. Feeling pretty confident. 2 is like, I got this, but I need some help still. And a 1 is like, I really need to study.
And 0?
There's no 0. How would you feel about this stuff?
Well, Mr. Fraud had his zeros.
Izzy? Focus. Okay. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I kind of rate myself a 3 because I need help a little bit.
Okay, so if you need help, that would put you in the 2 range. Remember, 3 is like, you got this. 4 is you can teach this. So maybe somewhere between a 2 and a 3? Okay.
Yeah, 2 and a 3.
Okay. Okay. All right, Izzy. The next problem we're going to do is fractions in the simplest form. So, I'm going to give you a fraction. Let's see here. All right, Izzy, can you write this fraction in the simplest form, please?
I will need time to think about this. So you could give Ariana a problem.
Can divide 4 and 8 by to make a smaller version of that fraction. Same quantity, different representation. How could I simplify 4/8? You could even make a picture. You could draw a pizza with 8 slices and shade 4 of them, or a box, or something, and try to visualize what does 4/8 mean. Can I say that in a simpler way? Okay, 7 and 6. And then which of those numbers, Aliana, can I break down?
The 7.
What 2 numbers together multiplied equal 7?
Oh wait, no.
Good.
You can bring down the 6.
Okay.
3 minus 2.
That's
3 times 2 equals 6.
Nice. Cool. Excellent. Can I go any further with this?
No.
What do I call these numbers whose only factors are 1 and itself? What do I call that? I never talked about it. Might be in your notes. If you're not sure, that's okay too. Do you know what they are, Aliana, or do you want me to help you?
Can you help me?
Sure. Yeah, they're called prime numbers. So,
Yeah.
good. What can I do, Aliana, with these three numbers? What can I do with them to check to see if I got the correct answer?
Do you add them?
Try it. Add them together. See what happens.
It would be 12.
Okay. Is that 42?
No.
No. So let's try something else. What do you think?
Maybe.
So, Aliana, just to remember, because you know this stuff, if you're breaking down a number, we're dividing it. To rebuild numbers, what are we going to do? What's the opposite of dividing?
Multiplying?
Yeah. So what am I going to do with that 7, 3, and 2?
Multiply them?
Good. I want you to check. Go ahead and multiply 7 times 3, and then that number times 2. See what you get? Let me know. Did you draw a picture?
Draw a pizza.
Okay.
Oh, with 8 slices.
And you drew 4.
And
So then look at that pizza. What does that pizza look like? If you saw a pizza that had 8 slices, but your brother ate 4 of them, would you say to your mom, Mom, brother ate 4/8 of the pizza? No. What would you say? What does 4/8 look like? When you drew that picture, what does it look like?
half of a pizza?
Yes, it looks like half. There you go. That's the simplest form, Izzy. Good. Okay, so what does half look like? How do we show 1/2 as a fraction?
One and 2.
1/2. Bingo. Nice. Good work. Okay, Izzy, I want you to find an equivalent fraction to, let's do 1/4. What is a fraction that is the same as 1/4, but represented by a different fraction? And Aliana, are you ready to check that problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 and 1/4.
Nope. Izzy, think about it. I want you to look back at your notes if you need to. Go ahead and sit down with it, write 1/4, and think about what you need to do to make that fraction bigger, but with the same ratios, the same proportions. Okay, Aliana, what did you get when you multiplied 7 times 3?
7 times 3, well, I got 21 times 2 would be 42.
You got it. Nice work, girl. Okay, so I'll erase that. Izzy, go ahead and keep working. Thank you very much. That looks good. Okay, Aliana, how would you say you, with factor trees and checking your answer, how would you self-assess yourself on that particular problem? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I think, I'm like a 2, kinda 3.
Okay. Sounds good. Our next problem is similar, Aliana. We're going to do a fraction. So I am going to give you 2/3. Find an equivalent fraction to 2/3.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and pause here. You get to 2/4. So remember, with equivalent fractions, we need to multiply the top and the bottom by the same number.
I just kind of guessed, so I'll go back over that. So
Sure.
I would have to times it by 2.
Let's try it. Yeah, so remember, girls, to find your equivalent fraction, one way to think about it is to multiply the top and the bottom